Hey, what's going on, guys? Echo, and welcome back to another episode of this. Well, couldn't really call it an episode. It's kind of like a mini update on the thing. As you can tell, this episode is 6 minutes long, and yeah, it hasn't been a great couple of races, so that's why this episode is going to be shorter. So I do apologise if you're expecting a good episode for the Netherlands Grand Prix. Then, unfortunately, well, I'm just going to show you now. This is what happened. Was doing okay, and I made a mistake, big time, coming around the fast section, and I rode that curb a little bit too much, and it dragged me out wide. I hit the grass on the outside, into the gravel trap, and yeah, it wasn't good. I couldn't get off that curb. The setup on the car wasn't great either, as well. So unfortunately, we retired from the Netherlands Grand Prix. So yeah, I wasn't happy with that. I spent so much time practicing. Valtteri Bottas ended up winning the race anyway. Hamilton in second, Ricciardo in third. And I will show you the updated standings. I think I actually finished quite well in P13. I think that was. Hamilton is still leading the championship, and yeah, but you would have thought, going into the Italian Grand Prix, that things would be a lot better. And yeah, it was okay, I guess. I will show you the highlights. I'm just showing you everything that I did prior to the Italian Grand Prix. So we signed a new sponsor. We got a few more aero parts, and we just spent quite a bit of R&D points. Had a few department events as well. But yeah, going into qualifying, it was a bit disappointing. I thought it was a wet qualifying, so it was like actual wet tyres. And I decided to go on the inters, and yeah, it didn't work whatsoever. As you can see, I'm just so much slower. Bear in mind as well, I am using manual gears, so I thought it'd be a little bit better. But yeah, we've also as well got a new helmet. Our teammate finished P14, and so he got into Q2 quite easily. Unfortunately, we would have started, well, we was going to start 21st. And yeah, the first part of the race was very, very fun. It was chaotic as well. So yeah, here we go then for the start. I believe that we started last, and we decided to start on the harder set of tyres. Going into turn 1, into the chicane, everyone's going slowly. Found out that George Russell actually retired, so I thought he lost the wheel, but he actually didn't. He just stopped on track, so fair enough. So there's a VSC, but then I was actually quite optimistic about this race. On to lap 4 then. Look at that, Sergio Perez is retiring from the race with Charles Leclerc going to the back of him, and from here on out it was Constantino effect with Kimi Raikkonen going to the back of Charles Leclerc, and then a little bit further up the road after the chicane, Lance Stroll goes into the back of Charles Leclerc, which then causes Charles Leclerc to actually retire from the race from this hit. So the back of his car must have been completely damaged, and yeah, we actually managed to get away scot-free from this. So I was like, ooh, we're up into P17 already. Okay, we could actually get some points here. So yeah, we was doing alright. Was making some overtakes, as you can see. I think this was on Nikita Mazepin, like lap 8. And yeah, we got past him fairly easily. And ooh, look at that for a little slide as well. Definitely need to sort some bits and pieces out. But yeah, we've got Latifi behind us here, and yeah, everything was going well. And then Jeff comes over the radio with some bad news. And a little bit further up the road, yeah, it was the news that we wasn't hoping for. It was an engine issue, wasn't it? We had about 8 laps to go before the end of the race, and we could have possibly got points out of this. I was very, very annoyed, and I was like, I after this now I just stopped recording. That's why there is no videos. That this episode isn't longer. I thought, you know what, put them 2 races into one episode. It's only 6 minutes long, so it might be a double upload today. I'm not too sure. But yeah, This is the joys of having to use the player fault set to high. Of course, as seasons go on, we will improve our durability. But yeah, this sucked big time. You know, was having a good race. Even Jenson Button finished pretty well. But yeah, 6 DNFs in one race. That would be actually fun to watch on TV. But yeah, we are still on 4 points. We're actually not that far behind Ocon and Stroll. Of course, Ocon actually won the Hungarian Grand Prix yesterday. That's how far behind I actually am with these videos. But yeah, we're still in 8th. Mercedes looking like they're going to win the title this year again. But yeah, I apologise for such a short episode, but it's the best I could do. I didn't want to like drag the episodes out for too long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all soon. See ya.